gentlemen, it's a tremendous honor and a privilege to welcome back to the Ozarks the President of the United States, George Bush.
What is the matter today? Every time somebody farts the word draft, it's on the front page of the paper. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna see how many stories there are on the draft and how many stories there are on George Bush's election year promises. Okay? No, a lot more. A lot more. Okay, I'm gonna go back and see. You know, George Bush mentioned the draft one time. He mentioned it one time. And let's see how many stories that was written on the draft. Oh, okay. Well, you said if you want to say something, then say something. I'm giving you an example of there's a lot more fascination with the, quote, draft issue, unquote, or Jennifer Flowers than there is with George Bush promising $16 zillion more than he could ever spend in an election year. I believe that on any number of things that we are held to a different standard. I think it is absolutely ludicrous that no one ever asked George Bush about Iran-Contra. Two cabinet secretaries saying Bush was lying. No one ever said a damn thing. You get this memo from Baker about him knowing about Iraq having chemical weapons going. And then there's no follow-up because, God, you can't ask Jim Baker a question. You must want to be, this man is down, he's beyond being questioned. You know, he gives everybody tickets to the opera. We can't question him, you know? And this is not directed anymore at the Washington Post. I've had this conversation with everybody today. You know, I am so goddamn tired of this goddamn double standards where the press lets these sons of bitches get away with murder in every little thing that we do. Clinton's numbers don't add up. Clinton's numbers don't add up.
So fucking true.
You know, if we say 50 plus 50 is 104, and they say 50 plus 50 is 104,000, they'll say, well, both of them are stretching the numbers a little bit. Hello? Yeah. All the goddamn stories. They're not going with the story. They're printing the shit, you know. I think that they've given up on it now, Governor. Bush people said they got the guy wired and said, well, I just did it. It was an offshore operation, you know. So they're trying to nail him. So it's not dead, but it's just not going tonight. That the guy just did it himself, and he just spent the money himself, and they never authorized it. So, okay, give me a call later, okay? All right.
This morning, Perot was on CBS Morning News, claimed that he made a mistake by getting out of the race. Perot Volunteer Army, despite the disconnection of the 800 number, was supplied with $4 million in August. He noted they're gaining some strength and confidence thanks to his repeated hints about becoming an official candidate.
We lost some Perot people who went back over to the other side in a couple of different states. On the creative chicken side, Chicken tried to get into a Bush event today, and he had a sign that said "Poultry Workers for Bush." Got inside, flipped it, said, "Chicken George won't debate."
Like a hockey player, get the puck out of here.
I tried to seek help in many other ways first.
Now Rachel wants Gregory back. She's still
he doesn't wear
her boyfriend and 2 other children in Missouri. She says she can't provide a stable home.
And yes, I want a debate. I want a debate over issues and an argument over ideas, and I will stand on my record, and I won't let that Arkansas governor run away from his record either.
Can you believe this shit? You know, I mean, I just think that they into this "we are the president" motif. Hello? Yeah. Well, no, Bush rejected the thing, so ain't no position to have. There's no debate. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if this is going to be a huge story that they rejected to even meet with the commission. It's another date certain of a debate that goes by.
Let's just get it out right away. If we can get it out tonight, it'd be the best. Because it'll be in the papers in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, so what
Tell them.
Yeah, hold on. What?
I want to talk to Clint about it too, but Today Show's willing to give us 10 minutes tomorrow just to...
Here, hold on, just talk to Paul. Here's Georgie. Just tell him what to...
Hey, I just talked to Today Show.
We ought to be on this thing like stink on shit, man.
Vote your choice on November 3rd. Yours is a very important voice, and it should be heard. Come on, America, vote, vote, vote.
Thanks. Governor, does it feel any different?
Bill Clinton, number 2 in your ballot, number 1 in your heart.
I just can't imagine why they agreed to positioning that puts him at such a severe angle.
Nice tie. I can tell you're not a politician.
Well, thank you. My mother bought it. I don't know.
How Midwest?
That's
great.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
No, I like it. I like that your mother bought it.
My mother didn't
Family
buy it.
values.
My mother should have such deals.
Should we get set up?
Well, we're stepping in as soon as they are done.
Wood?
Yeah.
That's right.
Was the interview of the Secret Service guys? All right.
Oh, don't embarrass me on the air.
He's looking good, Mom. Looking good.
You're going to hear an awful lot of spinning. One of those who will be doing some serious spinning from the right is Mary Matlin, the deputy campaign manager for the Bush Quayle campaign. Ms. Matlin, let's talk about first the polls. They are behind the polls. There's no way to deny that. What is George Bush going to say tonight that hopefully, in his case, will turn things around?
Well, I think Mary Matlin has got a good career in fiction writing when this is over.
Everything that's up is down, except for that. Paul, could you come to Atlanta and help me prepare for the debate? I have never even heard Stockdale open his mouth. The thought of preparing for someone who I don't even know what he speaks like is daunting, to say the least.
Oh, give him a parole. Come on, man.
Well, okay, it's very interesting, James. I find this fascinating that y'all in national media, okay, y'all, you never want to talk about the deficit. It's a crazy ant in the basement. We're going to go down that basement, clean her out, sweep her out, whack her around a little bit, knock the bitch around. The problem is when you get on that hood, some bitch in Washington slams that hood right down on you.
What you got cooking? How about cooking something up with me? These have turned into real shows, you know.
Better. The first thing is that since there are 4 debates, the first one is incredibly important, and we want to establish ourselves as the folks that the press can trust, where they'll either go to their own research departments, which are pretty incompetent, or they'll come to the campaign. So the less political sounding our responses are, the better.
George and James and Bruce will have to be in there spinning immediately afterwards.
So, as we always say, you know, speed kills, and we will die in this debate if we're not there first with our answers.
Governor Clinton, 1 minute, sir. The mistake that was made was making the read my lips promise in the first place just to get elected, knowing what the size of the deficit was.
Perfect.
You just can't promise something like that just to get elected if you know there's a good chance that circumstances may overtake you.
All right, Mr. Perot, the question is for you. You have a
yes.
2-minute answer, and it will be asked by Susan Wilson.
But in terms of being influenced by women and being a minority, there they are right out there, my wife and my 4 beautiful daughters, and I just have one son, so he and I are surrounded by women giving us, telling us what to do all the time. I want to make a very brief comment here in terms of Saddam Hussein. Look at what Ambassador Glaspie said all through the fall and what have you, and look at what she and Kelly and all the others in states said at the end when they were trying to clean it up.
Can't be this lucky.
And talk to any head.
This don't happen to me, man. This don't happen to me.
Bush was on the defensive. Keep repeating, Bush was on the defensive all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was. Hell, he was on the ropes.
Which way are we going?